cold. Lousy cold was piercing every inch of me. It was the most lousy time of the year. Rain mixed with snow, mud and slush were penetrating everywhere. Sometimes it seems to me that the weather adjusts to my depressive soul. Have you, my friend, ever felt like your life has lost its point and only close, inevitable death can satisfy you? Maybe such thoughts have occurred to you only for a moment, but I never stopped thinking about it. Never in my dreams. My mind was full of thoughts and empty at the same time. But I just could have had one too many. After all, it doesn't matter. Now, stranger, I will tell you my story. I don't look for your understanding, but you may learn something new. Wait, how did I get here? A small, dirty street near the Central. Once a famous hotel and a lousy cesspool today was the last memory of mine. But it was so long ago. Could someone decide to take his own life? I thought. I had no time to think. Maybe my soul is reducing to ashes, but I can't remain indifferent. Don't move!
I don't wanna die.
In breaking news, a SWAT lieutenant has committed suicide. No death note was found, and the circumstances of his death are being clarified. We will keep you informed about the investigation.
Being on the roof, I saw him for the first time, but his face seemed painfully familiar to me. I have always been careful with my connections, but no matter how hard I racked my brain, I could not realise how I had known him. Diversions. Suicide under pressure. It is a good idea to find out if he has any relatives, and what are other ways to manipulate him. Drugs and other psychoactive substances. It is necessary to study the contents of his blood, and as soon as possible. His body must be in the city morgue. Severe stress. Work, family, health, money. But why did he tell he did not want to die? Dr. Chris. Once he was a high-priced surgeon. Today he is void of his glory. I owe much to him. I feel uncomfortable every time I turn to him. I'll always be deeply in his debt. However, when I saw him, it was clear that he was glad to see me. Kind and wise look. I hope he understands that I come to him not only when I need something. I really appreciate him. He is like a father to me. For a second, I felt like smiling, but I did not manage to for some reason. Hello. Sorry, but I got bad news, as usual.
You know, I always have time for you.
You must have heard about the lieutenant.
Yes, what's that to do with you?
I was there. I saw his eyes. They were the victims. If you want to see the eyes of a man willing to die, look at mine. His were different. There was the fear of death, panic, a wish to run. What could it be?
I did not expect it. Well, it is not your first day as a detective. Have you experienced something like this before?
Nah. I've lied. I've seen it, but it was so personal that I was embarrassed to tell. It was 5 years ago.